Okay guys, so I'm going to make a pile of dough balls. Doing a bit of a Christmas pizza for my mother and father and my in-laws, and doing a couple for next door, and a couple for us, and a few other bits and bats. So I need 12 dough balls, and I want 12 of them at 280 grams. And I'm going to go with Mollino Dallagiovanna, and I normally go for 62, but I'm going to try this mixer out, and I'm probably going to do a bit of a session at some point of slowly going up in hydration. Maybe we can get it to 65 with the mixer. 3% salt. I want 24 hours leavening at 18 degrees. And that's what we need. So we need just over 2 kilos of flour, 1.2 kilo, what am I talking about? Yeah, 2 kilos of flour, 1.2 kilos of water, 61 grams of salt, which sounds really unhealthy, and 1.07 grams of yeast. So it's going to be a bit of a test for the mixer. Total dough, main dough dosage is 1.3 kilos of dough, which I've never done in this thing before, so it's going to be quite interesting. I've actually got the water in the fridge that's been in there since about 9 o'clock this morning, and 2 kilos of flour in the fridge, which has been in there from 9 o'clock this morning. And I've also got the mixer bowl cooled down in the conservatory at somewhere like 7 degrees or 8 degrees or something like that. So there's the yeast, 60 grams of salt, just over 2 kilos of flour, and just over 1 kilo of water in there. That's all that's been in the fridge for hours and hours and hours. So I'm going to start by throwing in the first kilo of flour. Chuck the yeast on top of that. Second kilo of flour. And we'll get the machine to mix that up a bit for us. Air the flour out a little bit, causing a bit of a dust storm. Okay, now to feed in some water. Okay, that's the wrong way, that's the right way. I'm just going to use a plastic beaker to get the water from the old KitchenAid bowl, so I can trickle that in. There goes my thermometer. And that is the last of the water. It's going to be quite interesting to see how this machine deals with this much ingredients. Doesn't seem to be struggling in the slightest. I'm going to start to put in some of the salt. More. That's the salt gone. So the dough is currently at 15 degrees. We're on speed 4 now. A few dry bits on the side. Might have to scoop them in with something in a minute. Looks very dry. I wonder if I've miscalculated the water. Let's have a quick look at this. I don't know. Just surprises me that there's all these dry bits. Quite a few dry bits. Oh well, let's leave it to run. Mind you, I haven't done less than 65% in quite a while, so maybe I'm just forgetting what it looks like. Right, I'm going to get those bits that are down that side. There's some right there that seem to be really stuck. Let's get them out, get them in the middle. Okay, let's see what it does now. Temperature's 18, so we're alright. I can leave it running for a bit. Starting to pumpkin now. Stuff at the sides is pretty much gone now from what I can see. A quick look down there. Yeah, it's really taking shape that now. It's starting to look really good. Breaker bars starting to break it up, look. Quick temperature check. 20 degrees. Wow, it's not having any problems with all that dough. Right, I think I'll let it have a rest for a few minutes now, and then we'll come back and try it again. Okay, so we've had 10 minutes, let's get rid of this cling wrap, to rest. Let's see what happens now when we press the play button. Ooh, look at that. Looks good. A little over 20 degrees. Side of the bowl's looking good. No debris down the side now. Well, very little. It's really getting a good pumpkin shape on it now, looking top down. I might just have a quick feel at what that's like. God, it's thick stuff. It's quite strong, but it's not got any sign of window pane on it, I don't think yet. So we'll keep it going for a bit longer. You can actually see that breaker bar moving ever so slightly, and it's really strong, that breaker bar as well. When you get hold of it, when you've got the mixer open, it's really difficult to move. Quick temp check. 22. And some popping going on. So it's at 23 now, so I might just give it another rest for a few minutes and then see what it's like then. Okay, so it's had roughly another 5 minutes to wait. Still at 23, so I don't think we'll be doing it for much longer. But it's pumping up real nice, that now. Real nice. Yeah, looks very smooth. Okay, I think we'll leave it at that and have a bit of a window pane on it. Okay. That seems pretty strong. It looks like it will actually lift the dough out of the machine. Yeah, I'd say we're all right at that. Let's get it out and have a look at it on the board. Wow, it's just literally lifted out. No problem, all as one big block. I'm not used to holding a big chunk of dough like this. Looks to me like it needs to rest a bit. It's not very smooth at the moment. Let's have a look at. No, I think it needs to rest a bit to smoothen out. But it's already springing back. Okay, I'll put the lid over it for a bit. Give it 10 minutes. See if we can get it any smoother than that. The KitchenAid bowl go over it. Yes. Wow. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to split this into two in order to get it into different bowls, because I've only got my KitchenAid one and the standard orange bowl that you've probably seen quite a few times in the videos. I haven't got anything that will allow this to grow to double its size, hopefully, in one piece, so I'm going to have to cut it up into two, and then that might be a bit more manageable then. Okay, I'm just going to roughly cut it down the middle. Okay, put that to one side and then have a look at this. Looks nice. Just going to give it a few folds. Don't think it needs much, to be honest. Probably need a bit more time to rest, but it's looking a bit smoother. That's all right. Right, I'll swap that out for this other piece. Have a quick look at that now. Like I say, I haven't done anything less than 65% in a little while, so it feels a bit firm, a bit harder than I have been using recently. So, but I know what Molino's like. It'll be a bit wetter tomorrow. I remember when I did the 65% with it a while back, and it looked like this, but the next day it was really difficult. Really difficult. Very, very firm. So it softens up a bit. Okay, I'll get these two put in bowls and cover them up, and we'll leave them at room temperature for 24 hours. See you in a bit. Okay, 18 hours in and we've got some growth. looking pretty good. Time to ball it up. Okay, let's get in here. It's tacky. So look inside. Ooh, got some big air pockets. Nice gluten structure. Can't argue with that. What we want. So I'll start balling. 220 grams. 275. 282. That'll do. It's got plenty of gas in it. Feels nice. I think this is going to be an interesting pizza tonight. Got some pockets and bubbles. Okay. That's number 1 of 12. I'll carry on with this now. There we go, folks. 12 beauties. These are going to sit here for 6 hours, room temperature. Okay, so now we're going to cook some of this 63% hydration Mollino Dallagiovanna. So I've made quite a few pizzas tonight with this dough, and so far it's been quite good. It's been slightly elastic, which seems to be something I'm struggling with recently. But it's been nice. I've made some nice pizzas with it. So I was going to go for a festive special, which didn't turn out well, and that was with chestnut puree. And I don't know whether I've bought some different stuff. There's a few people doing it these days, chestnut puree base, but there wasn't a great deal of taste to it. And we did actually make a pizza with it, and we went the whole works. We put some sage leaves on there. I put some brie, fiorda latte, pigs in blankets on this chestnut puree base, and it looked the business. It looked great, but I found that there wasn't much taste in the chestnut base, so I abandoned it and got some tomato on the go again. And I've been putting some dollops of chestnut on the pizzas. You can taste chestnut in it, but it's not strong enough for me for the base of a pizza. Okay, so this one is for Natasha, and it's going to be some meatballs and marinated chicken in rib and wing sauce from Costco. It's really nice. So here we go. Get some chicken on. Okay, I'll stretch it out and then put some cheese on. Just heat this up a second. Okay, feels like it'll go a bit bigger. Okay, I think that will do. Oven's been on for a while, so I had to let the floor cool down a bit. It was quite hot. Looking good, rising nicely. Underneath's okay. That nice golden looking crust that you seem to get with Mollino Dallagiovanna. Got some steam blowing out of the vent holes. Underneath still looks good. It's puffed up beautifully. Still looking good. Wow. Underneath shot. Oh yeah, that's lovely. Yeah. Have a quick look inside, see what it looks like. It's red hot. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice and springy. Whoa. Yeah, very nice. Quick look at the pizza. Yeah. So nice crisp to it. Yeah, quite impressed. So I think I might try nudging up to 65% using the mixer on this Mollino Dallagiovanna. A few people in the comments seem to say it can be done, no problem. So I've not had much luck with it in the past, so that's probably something we'll try next. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Have a good Christmas.